At some point, we all think about how we can become more successful, either in our personal life, in our private life, with better friendships, with a better love life, a more fulfilled love life, more fulfilled relationships, or in our career, in our business, in our financial life. So I want to share with you three things, my three paradigms that I always teach my clients and that I personally follow to always achieve great results in a short period of time. First of all, thank you for watching my video. Hi, this is Alex, live, or not really live, but from Munich, Germany right now. I'm in my home country right now. And let's look at these three pillars of my philosophy, all right? The first one is pretty simple, but actually pretty hard as well. It's don't be a pussy. I know, right? That's really deep, really philosophical. But let's look at it this way. Why do we often not succeed at our goals? Or why don't we even start to pursue a goal? It's because we are scared. It's fear. And fear is the great divider. It divides people into the people who conquer their fear and the people who just lay back and say to themselves, no, I'm scared, I'm not going to do this. The thing is, if you always give in to your fear, you will always stay in your comfort zone, you will always only get what you have right now, and you won't achieve bigger goals. Because let's say, for example, you want to talk to this beautiful girl over there, or if you're a woman, you want to talk to this beautiful man over there. It's probably a little scary. Or you want to start your own business and you don't know if you're going to succeed. It's probably really, really scary. Or you know there's like this crucial conversation you have to engage in with a good friend or family member. Do you know, oh, this is gonna be unpleasant, it's gonna be uncomfortable. So you're scared as well. And right there, you can either decide to walk right into the fear or to give in to the fear. To be a pussy or to man up and face your fear. And one of the biggest and greatest and most motivating, that's what I want to say, most motivating stories for me is the story of Jerry Weintraub. Maybe you know him, he was a big Hollywood mogul, and I love his biography, I love it. And what he talks about is when he wanted to take Elvis on tour, decades ago. He was a no-name. Jerry was a no-name, he was just like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna take Elvis on tour right now, the biggest pop and rock star right now, the biggest rock star right now. So he just called up the manager of Elvis and was like, hey, I want to take Elvis on tour, shall we? And the manager is just responding, no. And he's hanging up on him. Guess what Jerry Weintraub does after he faced his fear once, which is, well, pretty uncomfortable. Imagine calling the manager of one of the biggest rock or pop stars today. Imagine calling the manager of Beyonce. Whoa, that's scary. And he hangs up on you. What does Jerry do? He calls again the next day. And on the third day he calls again. On the fourth day he calls again. The fifth day, the sixth day. He does it for over a year. Imagine facing your fear for over a year and getting rejected. That's the personification of not being a pussy, of being brave. And then suddenly he takes Elvis on tour after calling the manager for over a year, every day. Or another story. The guy is called Ralf Schmitz. He's a very famous marketer in Germany, so maybe he's a very well-known marketer in Germany. Maybe you don't know him. And he has a story about his biggest business partner, his biggest business deal. So there was this one guy he was looking up to, so he wrote him an email. No reply. He wrote an email again and called. No reply. Wrote an email again. Oh, he replied, but he said no. So guess how long, how many weeks, how many months he wrote him emails and called him? 24 months. Imagine calling someone you look up to and you're a little intimidated by for 24 months. And he's always saying no or not even responding. But after 24 months, he was like, okay, Ralph, well, let's work together. To this day, this was his biggest business deal, his biggest deal. So the first pillar is Don't be a pussy. The second pillar is just throw yourself in the arena. Because let's be honest, most people just like to strategize and think about what they're gonna do, how they're gonna do it, but never really take action. They're just sitting at home and not implementing. Just pondering. But here's the thing. You only know what you want to do and how you're going to do it, and what's working and what is not working for you when you throw yourself into the arena, when you just start doing it. When I started my YouTube channel in Germany, almost 3 years ago right now, I had no idea what I'm doing. No idea. It grew into a huge business in now 3 years. So I didn't know what I was doing. But if I sat at home and just like, all right, let's think about it a little bit more. Maybe I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's probably how YouTube works. Let's not find it out by just doing it. Let's think about how YouTube works and how business works by sitting at home and thinking about it. No, that's not how it works. First of all, throw yourself in the arena. Start getting some experience. Start doing stuff. And start making mistakes. Start fucking up bad time. Really, start making mistakes. Because that's the only way to learn. And then you implement, and you do. And then we come to my third pillar, which is sit back and reflect. That's the interesting thing. Because first of all, you implement it. You gained some experience, you made some mistakes. Now it's the time. Now is the time to strategize, to think about what you did wrong, what went well, and which way you shouldn't go again. Because most people just think all the time, but don't implement, so they never go ahead. But then you also shouldn't just implement and never think about it. So most people don't even implement. They just sit at home and think, but that doesn't work. You have to implement, and then when you gain some experience, then you sit back and you reflect, you think about what works for you, what doesn't, and which way you want to go next. Here's the thing, the sequence is very, very important. First of all, face your fears. It's always the first step, because nothing new you will ever start is going to be easy. You will never be ready for something new. It's just like, face your fear. Second of all, throw yourself in the arena. Just gain some experience, just start doing it. And then, lastly, sit back and reflect. Which way do you want to go? What worked? What didn't work? And then you start over again and you implement again. You will probably face some new fears because there are always new problems arising. You will always have to leave your comfort zone. So it's always like this 3-step sequence. Face your fears. Oh, this is gonna be uncomfortable. But anyway, I'm just gonna throw myself in the arena, gain some experience. You do it for a couple of weeks, days, month, and you reflect. Oh, this worked, this didn't work. Oh, this is the way I have to go next. Oh, this is gonna be uncomfortable. Oh, okay, it's uncomfortable. Oh, I'm getting some experience. Oh, I'm reflecting. This worked well, this didn't work well. It's like this 3-step process over and over again. This will lead you pretty much to any goal. If you want to learn an instrument, you want to build a business, you want to get deeper and more meaningful relationships, you want to make more money, you want to travel the world, you want to learn a new language, whatever it is, follow this 3-step sequence. Go to places where you are scared to go. Then just do, gain some experience, then reflect what worked. And repeat. That's it, that's my 3-step philosophy. If you like this video, give the video a thumbs up, send it to a friend who will also benefit from watching this video. Leave a comment, what do you think about these 3 steps and what are your best philosophies, best strategies to reach a goal, to build a great, successful and fulfilling life for you. And if you want to get access to exclusive content, then just click the link up here or the first link down in the description box, and then I'll see you over there and in the next video. Bye.